Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. I have some exciting news. I have actually partnered up with BUSR Sportsbook, and we have an amazing limited-time offer just for you. If you're into gambling, check this out. They have a sign-up 150% bonus. That's right. It's only for 24 hours after you sign up. But if you make a deposit within that 24 hours, you'll get a 150% bonus. Put in $100, you get $150. Put in $1,000, you'll get an additional $1,500, up to $2,500. Now check this out. It's not just football because, we're dealing with the playoffs and Super Bowl right now. It goes well beyond just that. We're talking about football, basketball, baseball, hockey, more. Hell, I heard that like in The Sopranos that they would gamble on 2 cockroaches running up the wall. But no, in all seriousness, they even have live in-game betting as well. So don't miss out on this incredible offer. To take advantage of this, check out the description. I'll have a clickable link in there, and I'll also pin it into the tab. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate you guys, and go Cowboys.
The Cowboys, at what point do you realize this is different than any other team? And, the media coverage is just different than everybody else.
Immediately, man. It is, I tell people all the time, that is the biggest acclamation to playing with Dallas. Eventually, football becomes football, right? You practicing, you got your schedule, you're going through it, but to always have media, literally always have a microscope everywhere you go. It's different. And I was happy when I went to Baltimore because I got a different experience of what the different things were. But I mean, it's no coincidence that is the most valuable franchise. It's covered the most. Ratings go through the roof when people talk about them. So you realize, though, it's a 24/7 news cycle about the Dallas Cowboys. Even if it's not national, somebody is having a conversation about Dallas.
But consciously, subconsciously, when you do NFL Live, how often are you trying to get the Cowboys into the show every day?
I'm not. I try to get them in as least as possible, personally.
Okay.
Because they break my heart every day.
Damn.
But if Dak Prescott played someplace else, how would the media cover his performance? Now, they might look at his contract, and I don't know if they'd treat him like they do Kirk Cousins.
They wouldn't treat him as bad, or we wouldn't have that much conversation. Look, the reality is this is not new territory, right, for any quarterback playing with Dallas.
That's
I knew
true.
who Troy Aikman was before I knew what football was. And I grew up a Jerry Rice fan. I was more of players fans than a team. So Reggie White and Jerry Rice was the guys that I watched. But I knew who Troy Aikman, Mike Irvin, and Emmitt Smith were because David Blaine went there and did some magic tricks during Hard Knock. And they had every microscope you could possibly have. And also they were winning, which we haven't done in a long time.
Yeah.
But let's not get into that, Dan. I want to stay focused on why the Cowboys are who they are. They were marketed. So you realize, like, this is reality show, football, all of that stuff intertwined with playing the game.
Yeah, because it feels like the Cowboys are Hard Knocks every single day.
100%. 100%.
You don't need a TV show. They are a TV show.
Well, look.
And you bring in Jerry, who wants to be the owner, GM, coach, and quarterback.
He wants to be everything.
Yes.
Dan, let me say this, okay? Some people might get pissed off. Jerry actually wants to win. He just don't know how. But if you talk to him and you realize how much he wants to win a Super Bowl and a championship, it'll get you going. Because it's not false when he talks about, I want to win it. I want to get it done. He just don't know how to go about it.
Here's the problem, though. Jerry wants all the credit.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And with that comes all the blame as well.
Yeah.
If you move on from Jimmy Johnson, that tells me an awful lot about he got a lot of credit there.
Have we ever talked about maybe the Cowboys are cursed because of Jimmy Johnson?
You think Jimmy cursed them?
I'm not a big baseball guy, all right? But I like
that's me.
All right, I'm not big because I'm not following everything that happens in it. And, they get to the championship series, I'll sit down and watch it. The curse of the Bambino was a real thing, I thought, right? And then the Red Sox won.
Finally.
Finally. You telling me we're going to have to wait a damn 100 years? Was it 100 years, Dan?
But maybe you do a sacrifice, like burn Jimmy Johnson's boat or something.
Well, they do it to me every day on TV. I'll be the sacrifice if it means a Super Bowl.
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods here. And you Eagle fans, Philadelphia, all of you chumps out there, you are not going to bring me down this time. You pissed me off yesterday. You pissed me off, Philadelphia, last night, you know, and every time somebody blocks your ass, I'm the one that's got to go through all these people. And what did I do? I ended up giving you a damn wrench up in here, and you disrespected me last night. But I was forgiven, but just don't act a fool. Don't act a fool. But, you know, he's right. And you know what? How many times here have I said and done a damn video and said, Jerry Jones, until you do right by me, everything you do is going to fail. And you need to do right by Jimmy Johnson. Because, see, here's the problem. You know, actually, no. We're going to say hello to Dallas Cowboy Girl. What's up, Dallas Cowboy Girl? We're going to say hello to Miss Hot Sauce. What's up? We're going to say hello to Miss Gibson. I know we've got Roland's Review up in here. What's up, Stacy Schubert? We know we got Gina Dallas Diva. What's up, Gina Dallas Diva? I can't believe. Wait, hold on. You mean the woman of the hour with all the power? She ain't in here? Oh, come on now. Come on, damn, Gina. You and Michael Anthony Fitness, y'all just seem to disappear up on a brother. You just dissipate. Damn. Cole's Cowboy, what's up, man? How you doing? I like your idea of Deron Payne wants to be a Dallas Cowboy. We'll have to wait and see what's going on. And there's I Love Weed, past the Dutchie from the left and from the right. How's everybody doing this Friday night? We do have the Super Bowl this weekend. I'm sorry. I just felt sleepy there for some reason. Yes, Eagles, you're playing in the Super Bowl this weekend. Congratulations. What's crazy is you kind of forget that there is a Super Bowl this weekend because of there's so much news on the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, be it the butt of the joke all night, okay? Be it the butt of the joke all night. We're still the topic of conversation. The topic of conversation. They just loved us. They love us because they ain't us, I guess. But let me say thank you, all of you out there, because last night to me was incredible. It was incredible. And unexpected. I figured because we can't win anything, we can't win the Super Bowl, you know, I don't know if I can say this thing or not. In the past, I've had some privy to all of the NFL Men of the Year. I'll just say it that way. That I got to read their bios before they were all turned into the NFL. And seeing what all of them have done in the community and stuff as people were doing the list to figure out who the NFL Man of the Year was. And so I've seen Dak's before. I've seen Jason Witten's before. I've seen quite a few different players before. Mark Scott, I'm a dreamer. You know I'm a dreamer. And so, going through and everything else and stuff last night, I was happy that we got DeMarcus Ware in there. I'm glad that Chuck Howley got in there. But I felt like the NFL literally did us dirty by having Jimmy Johnson up there on the stage. They whet your appetite. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like Harlem Nights. You ever see the movie Harlem Nights? Okay? Della Risca's, it's like you go in the refrigerator to get some orange juice and you get in there, there's only a corner. You got a taste for some orange juice and ain't no orange juice in there. It's like, why not just drink the last little bit? Why leave a little corner in there, right? Because she was mad because they shot off her pinky toe. They were mad because they shot off her pinky toe. But that's what that felt like, because I thought for sure Jimmy Johnson was going to be the one to announce Darren Woodson. I was like, oh my God, we're going to have the trifecta. Jimmy Johnson is up there, and it's like Zach Thomas. Not to disrespect Zach Thomas, because Zach Thomas was a great linebacker. He was only 5'10". He was undersized for a linebacker. Did great things for Miami. But are you honestly going to tell me that Zach Thomas' resume is better than Darren Woodson's? And as much as I love DeMarcus Ware, I still think that Darren Woodson should be in there before DeMarcus Ware. You're talking about three Super Bowl rings and the Dallas Cowboys all-time leading tackler. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We got two more in the hall. Two more in the hall. We had NFL Man of the Year. Micah Parsons, not a single vote for Defensive Player of the Year. Not a single one. But I dare say that may piss him off. That just may piss him off and make him that much stronger next year. Because here's what I'm going to say.
We them boys. Remember that. We them boys. Remember.
We them boys, remember that. I got to stop. I'm just explaining, in a sense, I did nothing wrong. Okay, so you know what, Philadelphia? We're going to call you Michael Irvin, okay? Because you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? Okay, Michael Irvin, tonight, you're Michael Irvin. We'll forgive you because you did nothing wrong. All right, so we got all kinds of news here. We got all kinds of news. I was going to do something different tonight. I was actually here to talk about this abusive relationship that Jerry Jones is in with all of us. Because I was going through all of the hotline warning signs about jealousy, talking about the quick temper and the anger, okay? Get your act together. You think about the jealousy of whenever there's any spotlight, we're going to fire Kellen Moore after the Eagles make the Super Bowl, so you got that aspect of it. And then I was going to go into the malpractice of Jerry Jones as many times as he talked about firing himself as GM. And when you're in an abusive relationship, okay, and if you are in an abusive relationship, please seek help. Get out of that abusive relationship, except with the Cowboys. But the thing that always happens in these abusive relationships is they always tell you, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm going to change. That's the old me. I've made mistakes, but I'm going to rectify. I'm going to fix them. You deserve better, and I'm going to do better. I will change. And anybody who's been in a abusive relationship, you understand what I'm saying. You've been there. Only to have this person that swears that they've changed do the same stupid stuff over and over again. And that's been Jerry Jones. What did Jerry Jones say last year? He said, the Cowboy fans out there, they deserve better than this. As the GM, I can't fire myself, because I own the team. And instead of firing myself, I could just relieve myself and hire somebody else to be the GM and take care of it. But, I run some bottom and top business. And, that boy, Stephen of mine, he wouldn't have a job if I didn't give him a job. And so I got to keep him employed there with the team. And, so we just going to have to do better. I will do better. I have to do better. I'm going to do better. And here we are, listening to the same spiel that we've had before. Still defending Amari Cooper trade. I want you to think about something right now. Let's take something. Let's take another example from another team. Let's take, I don't know, let's say the Tennessee Titans. The Titans who traded A.J. Brown to the Eagles after being the number 1 seed in the AFC for a number 1 pick. Their season went down the toilet. And after week 13, when they played, I don't know, the Eagles, and A.J. Brown showed off, and made them look like idiots, what did the Tennessee Titans do? What did they do? After the GM made a just awful mistake. Anybody out there? What did they do? What did they do? They fired his ass. Excuse me. They fired his ass. David Wiley.
Take the money out, all of it.
They fired his ass for making that mistake. They didn't wait till the end of the season. They fired him that week. All right. So he traded A.J. Brown for a first-round draft pick. Jerry trades Amari Cooper for a 5th round. A 5th round. Thomas Garrett, you're 100% right. That is literally football malpractice. Football malpractice. Sorry, Jerry. That's dumb shit. And then you go out and you get James Washington. You sell us on Jalen Tolbert. Then you try and get Odell Beckham Jr., who's still on one leg, even though you got one receiver on Michael Gallup who's on one leg too. And after all of this, you get T.Y. Hilton, who had a few good plays, but it was too late in the season. Then you try to justify and say you did the right thing because we had that money we saved, and I like what we did with that money. What did you do with that money? You gave 12 of it to Michael Gallup, right? You gave 12 of it to Dalton Schultz. You gave some to James Washington, maybe 2 right there. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't that much money because you had 6 of it you had to pay Amari Cooper. And what we get in return? Squadoosh. Dan, bro, you're hard-headed. You talking to Philadelphia? How many coaches has Jerry hired over the last 20 years? Too damn many. Coaches or puppets? There's a difference there. Coaches or puppets. Okay? And don't forget, everybody, good people, if you are into gambling, and see, here's what I'm going to do this weekend, y'all. Here's what I'm going to do. BUSR, I have them at link in the description. If you sign up today or tomorrow or the next day, and within 24 hours, make a deposit of $100 or more, they will do a 150% matching. So let's say you feel like Pat Mahomes is going to break the curse. He's going to break the curse, right? Being MVP and win the Super Bowl. And you want to put some money in and get some free money to go with it. Let's say you want to put $200 on Kansas City. You open up an account with BUSR. Guess what? You open it up and say, I'm going to make a $200 bet. They're going to give you an additional $300 to bet. And if they lose, well, you don't lose that $300 because it was free money. So check out the link in the description if you are into gambling, and gamble responsibly, please. Okay, don't bet the house. Do not bet the house unless you're an Eagle fan. Bet the house, and I hope you lose it. But be that as it may. Okay, so we got Jerry Jones now, and we hope that Jerry Jones, for whatever reason, he's talking about a long game. I'm sorry, when you're like 82, 83, 85, whatever it is, you don't think about the long game. You don't think about the long game. You think about right now. You think about living in the moment. Long game, unless you done sold your soul to the devil and you know I'm going to live forever, you want to go out and get some.
I think that's a part of leadership, is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody involved. For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years. And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said
That's
that,
right.
I want me some glory.
That's right, Jerry. You want some glory holes right now.
So
okay.
I have that perspective.
Hey, we all have that perspective, Jerry. Okay, so here's an opportunity, possibly. Yesterday, we heard Trayvon Diggs. Let's see if I've got it. Trayvon Diggs literally say, I want my bro.
Very pleased now to be joined.
I'll skip way ahead. But Diggs.
Literally, I used to have to get my hair done all the time, but I got some time now so I can get my hair done, let my hair breathe, let it grow before we get back
I get my hair done too.
Sweaty and dirty and all that stuff.
My hair's sweaty and dirty too.
Keep my hair wrapped up, and when the season come back around, I'm gonna let my hair down. I'm gonna have a new hat collection for you. We do this interview like we did last year.
I love that. I will make sure to put my pizza in the, well, I'm putting in the oven tonight, and then tomorrow the leftovers, I'm gonna go to the air fryer. I sell that as my own thing. Like when people ask me for the tip, but I never give you credit. You know what I mean? Like I take all the credit myself. Trayvon, last one for you, but this is kind of one of those questions that you're really
Paula Bettis,
diffusing and not answering. Again, shout out to Coach Saban, of course. What is one question that you hope you don't have to answer anymore throughout the rest of the offseason?
You guys, whatever. I'm always God.
My guy, Trayvon Diggs. Look at you.
Just gonna answer everything. But this is the message really for you.
That's a rare thing, and I got to give you a lot of credit for that. And like you can give it to Coach Saban certainly, and I'm sure your brother and other corners you talked about reaching out to. But like you deserve a lot. It's hard. I'm not somebody who's trying to get you to bite on something, but like I got to do the thing, right? Like you got to do the thing. I got to come be like, so what's the contract like? The social media, whatever, blah blah. It's all part of the song and dance, but you know how that goes. Well, Trayvon, every Cowboys fan's rooting for you to get the bag and to be in this game this time next year. And then we can hear all the Kelsey stories again about you and your brother. Even if it's Cowboys, because like you said, you're rooting for Stefon to be a Cowboy himself.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys should start a podcast.
Like the Cowboy Nation. We need Cowboy Nation to go and help and tweet to get bro here. We need everyone to know. We need to put it on notice that we need to get bro to Dallas.
Okay, last thing. Just to be clear, can you give that instruction? You're talking to Cowboys fans right now. You're telling them to tweet. Give them the instruction. Ready, set, go.
Everybody tweet. Let's get Stefon to Dallas.
Let's get Stefon to Dallas.
All right. Trayvon Diggs has spoken here with Panini at the Super Bowl. Once again.
All right. So, game changer. You're asking why would Stefon leave Buffalo and Josh Allen? Apparently, you've been under a rock. Apparently, game changer, you would be under a rock because you must not have seen that. And see, you know what? Game changer, it's not your fault. It's not your fault because you missed the Buffalo Bills choke. You missed Josh Allen choking again in the playoffs. It's not your fault because the NFL, all the talking heads, they don't talk about that. And we're saying, what are you talking about? It's the bullshit that you get from the media. Because, see, here's the thing. This time last year throughout the summer, they trashed the Dallas Cowboys. They trashed their personnel. They trashed their front office. They trashed their free agent moves. They said the Dallas Cowboys don't care about winning. They said they'd be an 8-8 team. So the expectations to win a Super Bowl, I don't know where they came from. That wasn't the case with the Buffalo Bills that went out the year before and went out and got a Stefon Diggs and paid him a boatload of money. That's when they had the quarterback Josh Allen that they said, is the greatest thing since Jim Kelly. That's when they went out and they got Von Miller. That's when they were a Super Bowl favorite. Unlike the Cowboys, they didn't get trashed in the offseason. They said they care about winning. And you know what's funny is that team, that guy, those people lost the same weekend we did. But the difference was, we were on the road on a short week going against a team that was actually a higher seed. Buffalo, playing at home in their elements as the favorite, lost. But don't nobody talk about Josh Allen having more turnovers in the season than anybody else. Nobody talks about the Buffalo Bills choking. So game changer, I understand that you must have missed here when the Buffalo Bills could not win the game at home, that Stefon Diggs literally went after his quarterback like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, they don't cover. I get it. Game change. It's not your fault.
Diggs wants to win. He's a highly emotional player. They love each other, but right there, he's like, listen, I was open right over there on the side.
Tony Romo. And Tony Romo, that's a whole nother ball of wax. We ain't got time to get into Tony Romo. So, clearly, Stefon might be a little, maybe they made up. Maybe they made up. But we know that happened on TV at the game. At the game. Okay? So you have Diggs saying, tweet out to get my brother here. You have the drama when they lost of him kind of like, bro, what are you doing? Are you kidding me? We're going home. We're supposed to be in the Super Bowl. I didn't come here to play in the cold. I didn't come here to play in the cold to lose. I'm wide open. I'm that dude, and you're missing me. You're missing me. You're playing like ass. Not just ass, but ass. That's what he was doing, right? And so, yeah, all you got to do is wind me up, Lola. All you got to do is wind me up, and then I go. I'm so excited right now. Okay, I'm so excited.
Appreciate you, bro.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate you too. So then you get this game changer. See, game changer. I tell you what you need to do, bro. Broham. Game changer. If you want the news correctly, game changer. Come on in here and I'll give it to you straight. Yes, game changer. You've been watching the boys show for 27 years. But how is it you can choke if they say that you don't have a team? See, losing to a team that's a better team to you, it's not a choke. When you are expected to be a Super Bowl contending team, when they say you are the best and you lose, that by definition is a choke. I don't think, see, the problem is too many times things get thrown at the Cowboys and people aren't smart enough to know the difference. You can't say that your team is ass, that Dak Prescott sucks, and then turn around and say they're chokers. That's two different things. It's two different things. But anyway, let's go on to Stefon Diggs for some family love.
He said, we need Cowboys Nation to go and help and tweet to get bro here. We need everyone to know.
I know.
We need to put it on notice. We need to get bro to Dallas.
I always wanted to be with my brother. That's the thing. He knows that though. So he's playing on the heartstrings a little bit. And Cowboy Nation loves him so much.
Do you like Cowboy Nation?
I mean,
Cowboy Nation.
It's weird because I grew up a Cowboys fan. I
grew up a Cowboy fan
because of my brother and all that. But I wasn't a fan of him when I first got in the league or nothing. But I have a kind of a reason to root for him now.
So y'all talk about it a lot.
All the time.
Playing together.
All the time. It's a goal of mine for sure.
A goal of mine for sure.
To come to the Cowboys, what would that be like playing with him, you think?
It'd be fun. I mean, I feel like we talk a lot of shit, but you'll just see us every day. My brother's like kind of like a quiet person, so he doesn't talk to too many people. So that's probably part of the reason why he wants me there, because he has probably like a couple friends. And, you know
Do you see the Kelsey brothers right now, and you're like, man, we could do that?
Yeah, nah. I mean, in a perfect world, you know, I know he say it all the time. We'll be on the same team playing in the Super Bowl, but you know, if anything, we'll play against each other. If not, I'll take it any way I can get it.
Yeah. Do you think it's more likely y'all play together or against each other in the Super Bowl?
I don't know. We'll see.
The other day.
Okay. What? I don't know. We'll see. Game changer. Okay. Yeah. So game changer. Because he wants to play with his brother. He's got plenty of money. Okay. Money. And why? Okay. Let's be clear here. Let's slow it down for a second here. Part of the reason why Dan Quinn came back to Dallas is A, he getting paid like a head coach. But B, he will get more play and publicity and airtime as the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys than he will at being a coach for any other team. That's a fact. The fact that here it is, we're talking about Stefon Diggs, Trayvon Diggs, Dak Prescott, Michael Irvin, Jerry Jones, what they're going to do, the debate on whether or not Dak Prescott is Kirk Cousins, and come Sunday is the Super Bowl, is all you need to know. I don't even know how Pat Mahomes' ankle is. I really don't. They haven't been reporting. Pat Mahomes has a limp. Is he icing an ankle? Is he good to go? I don't know. Because they're not talking about it. They're only talking about the Cowboys. So if you're Diggs, how much publicity do you get in Buffalo unless you blow up the quarterback? Oh, I forgot. Game changer, you didn't even see it. You didn't even see it. They don't talk about it. They don't show them. As a Cowboy, you're going to be in the primetime games 6, 7, 8 times a year. You're going to have more reporters, like my man Marcus Spears said. It's different in Dallas. You're under the microscope. There's always people there. They literally took NFL honors and made the whole damn show about the Dallas Cowboys, dissing them, respecting them, honoring them. They didn't. You could take what they did for the other 32 teams and combined it, and it wouldn't equal what they did for the Cowboys. That's a fact. So why wouldn't you want to be in that limelight? I'm just saying. Big gang. I'm getting saltier by the day, C. Brown. I thought you were saying me. I'm not salty, big bird gang. I'm happy for you guys. Congratulations. I'm clapping for you. And I'm putting my money on Kansas City with BUSR. Okay, so definitely, if you want to put some extra money on it, that's not yours. Eddie Broham, where you been, Eddie? I want to talk to you, Eddie. Dear Mark, I want to play with my 2 brothers, Jerry and Stephen Jones, signed Jason Garrett. Eddie, no more Jason Garrett. But Eddie, I'm glad you're here because I want to talk to you. Because I'm getting kind of tired of people talking about my quarterback. It was a great thing. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a great thing last night watching the NFL Honors. Because it surprised me. It surprised me when Calais Campbell, shout out to Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell is one of the nicest people you will ever meet unless you're on a football field. Dude is 6'8". I'm going to tell you how big Calais Campbell is. I'm sorry, I digress. But I remember he had come up for a service project. I believe it was the inauguration in 2012. And we were working at an elementary school. Sorry, I dropped my pen. We were working at an elementary school. And my sister, Belinda, was here too, helping out. She's up on a ladder, and she's painting, right? She's up on the ladder painting. And here it is, Calais Campbell standing right beside her on the ground, painting at the same level. And it was just like, damn, he's huge. Now, I'm going to tell you, anybody out there that talks about people being a little biatch or scared and stuff, I tell you what, I was at the NFLPA in Miami with my man Calais Campbell and Cam Jordan standing side by side. And these are two of the biggest people you will ever see in your life. And you think how anybody can survive getting hit by these guys going full steam. I'm sorry. It's just huge. They're huge. Okay, so Calais Campbell, okay, that's my boy. And it's crazy because I got to know him before he was a big star, when he was a rookie and stuff, working with United Way. And got to know him over the years and stuff. In fact, there's been many, every time he sees me, it's like, where's Joe Boo? Because he's a big fan of Joe Boo. So when he started talking and saying that two tragic events, my ears, I said, it's Dak. I was like, I was just so excited. So excited that was Dak Prescott, it blew my mind. And so I'm talking to you guys, I'm playing to the stream and everything else, and my phone starts blowing up. And it's Michael. And I'm like, Mike, I'm trying to record this, so I'm just not answering it. He called like 3 times. I'm like, what? I'm trying to watch this. I know Dak Prescott. You don't think I'm live streaming here? I'm watching it. And what he was calling about was in the clip, they took from when we did the check. We raised over $5,000 for Fight Faith Finish for cancer research. Not me alone, all of us. We did the plaque and things, and we gave it to him. And I didn't even see it the first go round. But they showed the clip of Gina, of her daughter, and her boyfriend with Dak holding the check. And the check, you see, Joe Boo, it's from Joe Boo Sports Report. And it was just like, Mike's like, they showed the clip. I'm like, what clip? He said, Gina with the check. And so I'm like, oh, damn. So I had to go back and look at it. It was just like, it just made me feel good. Okay. And then I got Philadelphia in here acting like a jackass trying to promote his birth. It's like, dude, can a brother have a moment? Can a brother have a moment? So that was cool. That was cool. I don't know how many people actually noticed it and stuff, but I noticed it. You guys noticed it. And that's all that matters. And the thing that's great about that is that money is going to hopefully help others. So I feel great about it. Dear Mark, people say I'm huge, especially on Thanksgiving Day. Signed, Jason Garrett. Still, no, you're not my coach. No, not with that crazy eyes that you got. But I still love you, Eddie B. Eddie, I appreciate you, Eddie. All right.
Take the money out!
So, Eddie, you reminded me. The big slander these days is you're the black Kirk Cousins. Dak Prescott is Kirk Cousins. And I gotta say, hold on. Let's dig a little deeper here. I mean, it sounds about right. You say, well, he's got a whole lot of numbers, and so on, and not a whole lot of playoff success. But I will at least say that this year that we went on the road and played against the greatest quarterback of all time and beat them at their house. Granted, they're not as good as they were, but it was still the first time the Cowboys have beaten Tom Brady. Then I start thinking about the Cowboys with Dak Prescott versus any team that Kirk Cousins has been on with them. I believe it's 8-1 that Dak is head-to-head going against Kirk Cousins. But then I started thinking about the weapons that Kirk Cousins has versus the weapons that Dak Prescott had. Because you think about, I don't know, let's see, who do they have? Let's see, who do they have for a wide receiver? I don't know. What guy is that? I think he's ass.
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. ass. I'd fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
Yeah. They have Justin Jefferson, who was the offensive MVP. Eddie, on a serious note, I love what you do for the channel. Dak being the black Kirk Cousins, Dak is better than Kirk Cousins. I know, here in Minnesota, but Dak needs to show better in the playoffs. We better help him. We need wide receivers. And shout out to Eddie. Damn.
Take the money out, all of it.
So you got Justin Jefferson, who's not ass, right? That's his number one receiver. We got CeeDee Lamb, okay? Now, CeeDee Lamb is really good, but how many of y'all think that CeeDee Lamb is better than Justin Jefferson? I'm a serious question. Do you think that CeeDee Lamb is Justin Jefferson? If somebody put a gun to your head and said, you have to take one of them, which one would you take? Okay. All right. Okay. Their second receiver, Adam Thielen. Now, Adam Thielen had about 790, 800 yards this year. It was actually a down year for him. But that's a guy who's had, 1,200 yards, right? Right? We had Michael Gallup, who missed, 4 games, and was on one leg. 430 yards. 116th in separation this year. Okay. All right. Eddie. All right, I'll get to Eddie I'll get to that in just a second. Shout out to Eddie. Eddie must have got paid tonight.
All of it.
There she is. Oh. Da-da-dun.
Damn, Gina.
Damn, Gina, welcome to the show, girl. I know you're on Cloud 9. I know you are on Cloud 9. Okay, so then you've got, for the Vikings, you got a bruising running back in Dalvin Cook. Now, for Dalvin Cook this year, he was down a little bit. I think only like 1,180 yards, right? Okay. All right. Would you take him or Zeke? Seriously. And then you've got, what's their other receiver? Their third receiver. Oh, man, is it B.J. Osborne? And I think he has like 750 yards. Would you take him or Noah Brown? Right? Take a look at those weapons. Take a look at the weapons Dak had to work with this year. Oh, and here's what's funny. When we got rid of a great weapon like Amari Cooper, James Washington, Jalen Tolbert, Michael Gallup on one leg, they got rid of Stefon Diggs, and they got Justin Jefferson. So to say that Dak Prescott and Kirk Cousins are the same guy, bro, I tell you what, I tell you what, let's flip the switch on each other's weapons, and then we'll see how. That's the only way it's fair to go ahead and try and do that. 90-minute man forgets 60. Can we trade for all? Again, so you start looking around at all these weapons that other teams have that aren't performing. Guys, we got to do better. And that's where it's up to Jerry Jones. If he wants some glory hole days, he's going to have to do some business. Now, here's the thing. Right now, we've got the first week in February, in March, we have the Combine, okay? Right now, you have the Super Bowl, okay? Come tomorrow night will be the NFL Commissioners Party, okay? And I've been to the NFL Commissioners Party several times, and I'm going to tell you, they know how to they know how to make some great food, okay? It's a little stuffy and stuff, but you'll see who's who of, and everything else. You'll see the Cowboys have the biggest entourage, Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. You'll see, of course, Stephen A. Smith over there hugging all up to Jerry. Yeah, I was the one that broke that, by the way, okay? That's the reason why he says, I love the Joneses, because I got them on video hugging all over the Joneses. But be that as it may, this is actually those times that people make conversations with each other about getting work and stuff done. This is when you can kind of feel out. Buffalo say, hey, you got that receiver there. I seen a little bit upset with his quarterback. Is there you want to try and make a little deal here? And then you've got the Combine where you can kind of push that a little bit more. All the GMs and the owners are all there. A lot of work and decisions get made during those times. And Buffalo, they traded I think the 22nd pick to get Stefon. They've got a big contract with him. I think he's $20 million this year. They gave him a whole bunch of money. If there is a rip between him and Josh Allen, that maybe they might want to do a deal. Would you, question for you guys out there, would you give up the number 26 pick and say a third round pick to bring him in here? Would you do that? To bring in Stefon Diggs, to go there with CeeDee Lamb, to go ahead and say, hey, Trayvon, here's your brother. So, Trayvon, Trayvon, see, if you're Jerry Jones, what you got to do is you got to start working the system. You got to say, hey, Trayvon, why don't you and your son, why don't you come on over to my office here? I want to talk to you about some family business there, son. Come on over, and I'm going to stop by 7-Eleven so we can get some wine and we have a few drinks here together. And yeah, come on in, Trayvon. I want to talk to you about your brother and things. If we try and get your brother, we're going to have to give up some draft picks. And he's like $20 million. He's $20 million there, son. And we all about the family here because, I got Steven over here working and my daughter's working. We're a family. And I know Steven loves to work with his brother and things. And I want that for you. But to make this happen, though, Trayvon, Listen, there's only so much pie to go around. I got to give some pie to your brother. And then, you got to get some pie too. But, I need you to go kind of get you a little smaller piece of that pie there. Okay. Just a little bit smaller piece of that pie. So that way we can use some of your pie to go with your brother's pie. And since you're both getting pie, you still got plenty of pie for Thanksgiving together. You take your pie, his pie, you got a big piece of pie there. So let's get the pie together, get your brother here, and we'll make a deal. What you say there, son? You want to take a team-friendly deal here? And by the way, don't even look at the fine print. That don't mean nothing. Just sign away. Yeah, you think that's a possibility? I think that's what you do. Let's make a deal. Go for it. This thing of, we're playing the long game. We know. No, you don't know what you're doing. No, you don't. No, I know Stefon's from Minnesota. He's step up. He's a straight up guy. Me guy. Eddie, you're saying no? Eddie, even with his family, even with his brother? No. So Eddie, you're saying no on that one. So Eddie, hold on, Eddie. Eddie, you have Stefon Diggs here who's got talent, or you've got Clifford Franklin. Are you saying we're better off with Clifford Franklin? Are you saying we're better with Clifford Franklin? I'm sorry. Did I say Clifford Franklin? I meant Noah Brown. Is that what you're saying, Eddie? Come on, Eddie. Pootie Tang. I'm late. Well, Jesse, I'm glad you're here at the party, man. You haven't missed anything. You haven't missed anything. We've just been talking about Dak Prescott getting NFL Man of the Year, our Hall of Fame people, whether or not the Cowboys should try and make a move to bring Stefon here and reunite him with his brother, get the family back together, and trying to do better and basically trashing Jerry Jones for malpractice of what he's done as far as managing the team and being too cheap to go out to get there. Richie MC. Richie, you Eagle fans, take your Super Bowl and get the F out.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Oh, no. Game changer, I was actually saying, because his deal is already done. But Trayvon's got to get his deal done. That's where you say, Trayvon, if you want me to get your brother here, I need you not to kill the Cowboys with your deal. That's where you know. I love weed. I was thinking about that because it'll probably be the Cowboys versus the Jets in the Hall of Fame game. But here's what I know. I went to the Hall of Fame game thinking that Cowboy fans would actually care about the Hall of Fame because we had Jimmy Johnson going in there. We had, of course, Drew Pearson going in there, and we had, my man, Cliff Harris. All three going in there, and I'm there, and I'm like, I'm in heaven. I literally am at Drew Pearson's after party, watching and listening to Tony Dorsett and Jimmy Johnson. There's Charles Haley there, Roger Staubach. There's Bob Lilly. I mean, it was literally the who's who of Dallas Cowboys, royalty, and nobody cared. Nobody cared. Nobody watched. It was actually the worst month I had in YouTube, I think, in the last 2 years. That includes the off season. I thought for sure people would actually care. But what I'm finding out is this generation doesn't care about the older players. They just don't. Mark, you missed your son? I just saw him yesterday morning. He just left yesterday, and he'll be back Monday or Tuesday. I'm okay. I'm okay, Dennis. They were football gods, right? But fans, for me, it was great. For David Wiley that was there and everybody who went with us. God, my man, B.A.M. Why can't I think of it? I'm literally getting old. Danny Hernandez and stuff and things, and we had a ball going there. Dave and stuff and hanging out together, but nobody cared. So the question will be do I go to the Hall of Fame or do I go to training camp? And that's a tough choice because for me, there you go. Yeah, and Eddie was there. I forgot Eddie was there too. Shoots. Everything's a blank with me, Eddie. I'm getting old and forgetful. Shout out to Eddie.
Take the money out! All of it!
All everybody cares about is training camp and practice. So it'll be a tough decision on which I do. But, because I don't roll like that I can do both of those trips. But we'll see. I ignore them fools, Lola. They got to find out Sunday. Damn, Gene, I heard he was going to change the culture. Speaking of older players, how do you think Micah Parsons compares to Bob Lilly? Bob Lilly was a defensive tackle. So it's kind of like you're not really, pairing apples to oranges. Bob Lilly was like the first draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys back when they were, basically becoming a franchise. And Asa Robinson, I'm ignoring you. I'm not trying to ignore you. I only catch so many I apologize. There's so much to do. I have to try and think about what I'm actually going to say. I'm trying to keep up with the super chats so I can put those in the hopper for drawings. I'll try and get some of the chat there, and then if I'm going to change a camera angle or something like that, I got to look at the 4 monitors. So it's kind of like when you're driving. You look at the rear view mirror, you look at the right side mirror, the left mirror, you look at the controls, and then you adjust the radio stuff, and you talk in the camera. So you can miss some of the stuff that goes on the streets and stuff because you have to go in so many different directions. So forgive me, I'm not ignoring you. Hope your mom's doing better. You're borrowing Mike for a week? Okay. So does that mean that he's going to come back with a cup of sugar? Okay. Why would young Cowboy fans brag about the 70s for Philadelphia? I'm not talking to you tonight. Okay. I'm not talking to you tonight. And I dare say our 70s were a hell of a lot better than your 70s there, bro. Broham. You guys really sucked. Andy Reid is better than Nick Sirianni. I hope he is on Sunday. More like Hollywood Henderson is who he reminds me of. Play on the field, but not with the, Hollywood. Hollywood.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Kittles, what are titles? Laugh out loud. Can you enjoy your team in the Super? Yeah, there you go, Joe. And damn, Gina's happy Friday. All right, and so then, because everything is all about the Cowboys, contrary to the Eagle fans over here begging for attention, please look at us because we're in the Super Bowl. Please show us some love. We're in the Super Bowl and nobody's talking about us. Please, please, please. No. I'll do my live stream on Sunday. That's when you get me, okay? You want to talk to me about the Eagles? Come in on Sunday. And if you lose on Sunday, come in Sunday after the game. We'll definitely be talking about you then, okay? That's what your time is. Right now, it's my time with my people, okay? Is that okay? That I pick the agenda in my house, you Eagle fans? Damn. Michael Irvin, okay? Michael Irvin, we know, put in $100 million lawsuit against the person who accused him of we don't know what, who made the complaint, and the Marriott Hotel. And that's significant because the Marriott is an official partner of the NFL. The NFL partners. So that is where, if this thing is a bunch of caca, that's not exactly good to piss off, the NFL. It may cost you a whole bunch more money because the NFL is all about the NFL. So there are 3 witnesses that came up with the alleged incident that basically said, we came back from taping and stuff Sunday. We were in the bar. We offered Michael a drink, and he said, nah, I got a thing to do tomorrow. And they asked for pictures. And mind you, one of these guys says he's an Eagle fan. He says he's an Eagle fan. So it's not like Eagle fans look out for Cowboy players. And we see how Eagle fans are in here. And they said they saw the interaction of Michael Irvin with this hotel employee. And they said that Michael Irvin's hands were on him, on his shirt, because he said he was looking at him and saying, man, he's got a nice body for a guy that's close to 60. He's in great shape. Look at that. Look at that man. He's in great shape. He said that the interaction lasted for 45 seconds. There were 3 of them that said, we didn't see anything that looked about anything. So, Mark, when is Mike having a video weeding? Video weeding? You mean wedding? They'd have to get married first. The world revolves. No, it doesn't. They wish it did. That was Mark or Barry White. Oh, was it? That's a nice looking man there. Okay. Yeah, that's my Barry White voice. You know, I go up to Tracy sometimes with that voice and say, hey, baby, how you doing? You got some time to spend? And she look at me and just laugh. She just laughs. It's like, damn, but that's my sexy Barry White voice, baby. You supposed to be like getting all excited. She's like, I'm excited. She just laughs. She just laughs. I try. Mark bullies Eagle fans. Why? Ryan, are you new here, Ryan?
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Actually, Ryan, here's the thing. I am in my own house, okay? I am in my own house, and they come here by their own accord. By their own accord. I do not go out and look for Eagle fans to abuse, to bully. If you come in here touting your team, you are then fair game. I'm not going over to Philly 500, over there or any other channel that's Eagles and talking trash. This is a Dallas Cowboys YouTube channel. That's why it's called Cowboy Joe Boo with Mark Holmes. That's why you see a Dak Prescott jersey. That's why you see my Cowboy Joe Boo 2020 jersey up here. That's why you see the football gods, the 77 Dallas Cowboys. What you don't see in here is the Eagles. It's not Eagle Joe Boo, although his not too bright cousin up there, Jetro Eagle, with one tooth is up there. So if you come in here spewing your nonsense, you are fair game to be abused. Nobody invited you to the party. Does that make sense, Ryan? Okay. So like Bird Gang coming in here saying things like, I only come in here to just piss people off. Why wouldn't I attack that? What am I supposed to say? Oh, okay. Hey, yay. Yeah, Bird Gang. Well, great point. No, come on. Sextified. I burped out laughing, but just, okay. You don't even talk back to me. C. Brown, you don't even talk back. Mark, I'm a Chiefs fan. I think all Cowboy fans. We're like Dak Prescott, who said before the honors last night, he's like, I can't root for the Eagles. I just can't. I just can't. Sorry, Eagles. I love you. You guys that are Eagle fans, some of you, I love you, but I can't root for you to win the Super Bowl. I don't want to live through the whole summer of listening to you guys crowing, especially Philadelphia. Time's ticking. Who comes on Sunday? Well, actually, I don't know if anybody's coming over for the game this weekend because nobody cares about the Super Bowl. Nobody cares about this Super Bowl. I'm being serious. With a year of record inflation, okay? Record inflation, gas gone up over $4 there for a while. Eggs at $200 for a half dozen. Super Bowl tickets to see the Eagles, maybe less than last year. Deflation, because nobody cares about the Eagles. The only reason why Cowboy fans are watching stuff is because we're getting news on the Cowboys. We're seeing Trayvon Diggs. We're seeing Micah Parsons interviews. We're seeing Stefon saying, hey, I'd like to play with my brother with the Cowboys. I can't say that I've seen anything related to the Eagles or the Chiefs. James, how many Super Bowl wins the Eagles have? Someone on here says Eagles have. The Eagles have 3. What? James, man, they're lying to you. They've been to 3. This is their 4th. They've won 1. They've won 1. Although if you talk to some Eagle fans, they already think that they've already won this one. Mark, you need to get out of your bubble. You know what, Twiz? I'm okay being in my bubble. I am happy doing me. I'm cool with where I'm at. I'm 57 years old. I've deserved the right to be in my own bubble. Damn it, Mark. Play Rashid. Oh, I forgot. You want to see poor Rashid? Where is Rashid? Rashid, where are you? The stinking sports entertainment. Here you go, Eddie. Damn, I owe you that one.
What? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver?
Oh, they got your. Oh, damn, he a dog though. Oh, shit, he is a dog.
But wide receiver.
That's a good pick though.
Reven S, what's up? And Eastside. You know, I was talking to my daughter yesterday, and she was like, do you have a fan named Eastside? I said, yes. Eastside, also known as Yeastside, keeps saying he's my son-in-law. She said, yeah. He watches all the videos on all of my channels and comments a lot. It's like, okay. So Eastside, keep it respectful, okay? Okay? That's my daughter. Okay? Kill real close to getting fired from mod duty. Darren on working on it. Alan, I'll buy it. You're funny. The Eagles have 2. No, the Eagles have 1. Marcus, they have 1 victory. 1. They have 3 losses right now. Yeah, 3 losses. Because they lost in 1980. They lost in 2005 to New England. I was there. That was in Jacksonville. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They've been to 4. This will be, yeah. And then, of course, they won in 2017. I was there, too. And now there's this one. So this is their 4th Super Bowl. They have 1 victory. Twan, what's up, man? It's been a while, Twan. I see all you birds are coming out the woodwork now. I keep it respectful. Kill, we got Dusty and new championships. Okay. The best part was Rashid went Tom Brady. Oh, boy. Now, before we get out of here, boy, time flies. Time flies when you get in trouble by these damn Eagles. I tell you, let's just have a little fun here.
Not penalty.
You didn't see
it went all the way down to 0. They didn't call nothing. Now they're going for it again. It should be 5-yard penalty.
Wow.
What are they doing with this shit?
Yeah, Philly.
Ain't no
Philly.
Wait.
Philadelphia. Philadelphia cream cheese. That's what I'm about to call them. Philadelphia cream cheese.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking rest. Bullshit. It was a fucking stop the first time. Second time.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
And you didn't call delay game. Horse shit. Bullshit.
Oh my God, Bill.
I fire his ass.
Oh my God.
Ain't no fucking way.
Oh wow. I got hot sauce in my eye.
They might as well just, at this point, they might as well just kick the field goal and just end the game. Let it run down, kick the field goal, and win the game.
Fumble this shit! Fumble this motherfucker!
Philadelphia cream cheese.
I got hot sauce in my eye.
You got hot sauce in your eye?
Oh, okay. Oh, the World Championships. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're talking about before the modern era of football when there was only 10 teams? Those World Championships? Yeah, they did have 3. I want to say that the Detroit Lions had 5, and I want to say the Cleveland Browns had 8. So they were behind even on those as well. But that's cool. You know, they talk about, here's where it's funny. Here's what's so funny. They tell us we can't count our Super Bowls because they're old. Right? We can't count those. But now they're talking about, 1960 World Championship. Pot, meet kettle. Stello, 300. What's up? I want to see Phil. Stupid throw. Oh, man. I'm hoping we'll see that on Sunday. I'm praying that we see that on Sunday because I'm going to tell you, Eagle fans, you better not lose. If you guys lose, I am going to call you frauds. I'm just going to be, I'm going to put a big sign up here. Eagles are frauds. That's what's going to be up here.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't
Hurts
handle the
to
truth.
pass, throws, pick. Horrible pass. Oh my God. Stupid, 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 stupid throw. Son of a bitch. What a bad throw. Stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, James. I thought somebody was saying that. Okay, forgive me. I get confused easy. Ryan, what would I do with our first round pick? If I could, I'd be trading it for Stefon Diggs, but that's just me. Mark, I got to do it. Play the Commanders. Oh, come on, Eddie. Are you trying to drive? What is this, like the end of the season? Let's just clear out everything. Oh, Lord. You're going to piss some people off, Eddie, but it's your quarter in the jukebox.
My home team, my loyalty, I'm at Uptown Royalty. We fight for all DC, who are we? I speak facts, I'm not making riddles. The Hawks open big old holes for John Riggle. Chantella's on the team, and you knew that he was smashing. Darryl Green is on the team, and you know nobody's faster. Thought you was gonna score, but I knew that he would catch her. And Doug Williams was the first black quarterback to win the big dance. Got 3 rings, win in the big dance. When you got Joe Gibbs.
Okay, all right, there we go, Eddie. That's all I can do for you. FYI, Eagles, you can win on Sunday and you still have less Super Bowls than the Washington Commanders, the New York Giants, and the Dallas Cowboys. But just saying. All right, so it is getting late in here, and I need to go spend some time with my wife, Tracy. Tracy, I'm coming upstairs, baby. And she's going to laugh. No, the Commanders theme song is funny. Bachman Taylor Overdrive. It's corn. Is that for corny? Poor Commanders. Now, before we do get out of here, a couple of things about the Commanders here. They're saying that within a couple of weeks of the Super Bowl being over, that the Commanders will be sold. And an interesting tidbit is that Sean Payton was contacted by a couple of the ownership groups about being the coach of the Commanders. So if you're Ron Rivera, who's just announced Sam Howell is quarterback 1, you may be out as soon as the new group comes in. They may pull, a Tom Landry like Jerry Jones did and say, buddy, you're gone. We'll just go without a coach. So that's going to be interesting, to say the least. He allegedly wants $7 billion for that fixer-upper stadium and team. Kind of crazy. Okay, so we are going to get ready to get out of here. I want to say shout out to all of our channel members. What we're going to be doing, please tell Tracy how I'm going to say, hey, Tracy. Tracy, hello. How are you, baby? And I'll say, Eddie said hello too. Okay, and I'll say, how are you doing, baby? How are you really doing, baby? You know, you look so good. Okay. All right, there we go. Are they getting a new stadium? Well, that would probably be if they get a new ownership group, because nobody wants to do work with Dan Snyder. Nobody wants to give Dan Snyder anything other than a foot in his behind. And if, Jeff Bezos, who basically is like, okay, all you guys put in your bids, get your highest offer, and I'll give you $1 billion more than that. And I'm just taking it. So Jeff Bezos is going to get it with Beyonce and Matthew McConaughey. And I can't see Jeff Bezos wanting to watch games in that shithole. Just don't. But Mark, please, what Lola, wait a minute, Lola says please. Wait, what did I miss, Lola? Please. I want to say a special thanks to the channel members. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, we'll be doing our pre-Super Bowl Dallas Cowboys future Zoom call live stream. We got to go through. It's another off season, and we need time to get ourselves together. We're going to do it tomorrow, and then we'll probably switch it to Sundays after the Super Bowl, because we need each other. We need each other, guys. This season's just about over. And the last taste in their mouth is going to be the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ugh. That's like ass. Dave, I've got to reload that. I can't find where I had. You have to basically take the video, then you got to put it on MP3 converter, YouTube converter, download it, then you got to cut it down to the size, and then you got to upload it and hope that it doesn't get copyrighted, and then I got to put it back in the system. So I got to go back through, and I keep forgetting about that. But Dave, I'll try and get that together. But shout out to the channel members. I appreciate you guys. We are going to do a bunch of new things and stuff with the channel members through the off season to try and help ourselves get through this and so on. And I've got some questions from you guys on a few things. So channel members, get your shot glass ready. good night, everybody, and I appreciate everybody being here. You don't have to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here. Peace out.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old.